Hi there, Scorpios. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at August 21st through the 27th. And of course, August 21st is the day of the total solar eclipse in the USA, a very important day astrologically and worldwide, and something that people have been talking about for some time. It's the biggest celestial event of the year. Do you know where you're going to be when the remarkable eclipse is visible across the entire continental US? And if you miss it, don't worry, because you know it's going to be on YouTube forever. The significance of the eclipse path passing over the US is that this is where the eclipse will have the greatest impact, the USA. The influence period of a solar eclipse traditionally lasts for one whole year. Another clue to what this eclipse means for the US is that it occurs in Leo. And of course, Leo is the sign of leadership, personifying fiery and charismatic leadership, strong-willed, dominant, full of self-confidence. Check. President Donald Trump is a Gemini, but he is a Leo rising, so that really does come across as what he is, because he's actually used the words fire and fury more than once. On the other hand, Leo can also be arrogant, over-controlling despot, resistant to change. Check. Donald Trump. It's like a Game of Thrones character. It really is. He really is. In the eclipse chart, the only planet that the sun moon can see during this eclipse is Uranus, and Uranus promotes progressive or revolutionary changes. Now, whether this means that Donald Trump is going to be overthrown as the president of the US in the next year, some astrologers are predicting he's going to die. It's very Game of Thrones, and it's all very interesting, and it's going to be interesting to chart what's going to happen with him over the next year, because he is the leader of the free world, the greatest nation in the world, etc., etc. Now, that could come under fire, and I think he's being challenged by other countries who are saying that he is not fit to be leader, so therefore the US is no longer the biggest power in the world. It's all leading. This eclipse has something important to say to Americans about their collective national pride and possibly different Uranus position for the United States as a leader. Americans are very, very, very proud people. I'm Australian living in Los Angeles. I've lived in New York. I've lived in Miami. I know a lot of Americans. They are proud. They have flags flying. It's a very different feeling if you go to any other country. They're not, and where there is immigrants. It's not the same. The immigrants are very proud. They all take the test. They all become US citizens. Not all, but most. And, you know, they're called the dreamers. The Mexicans in LA who are here illegally, they call them the dreamers because they dream of becoming American citizens and being here legally. It's just a whole different catchphrase from what I'm used to in Australia. Maybe America's going to get the wake-up call that they're not the superpower that they once were, with North Korea, with other nations, with Russia stepping forward and taking some of the control out of the US hands. It's going to be very interesting. Don't forget, Mercury is retrograde. The sun moves into Virgo. Venus moves into Leo. So there's a lot happening elsewhere, but I'll tell you about that next week. It's all about the solar eclipse this week, Scorpios. Thanks so much.